Okay, I'm gonna do a video on the Mandela effect of some coins that I found. I've got some documents here. This is just a notebook. They're gonna get people riled up. So, in the 90s, there were faxes sent on this paper. There's my name. I was offered a job at the Treasury Department by presidential appointment. So that's a long story. I was sworn in at the Old Mint in San Francisco by a really cute, Asian girl who was in charge of making the appointments, and it was George Bush Sr. So I guess he was, it's well known he's Republican. So I was sent to train in the coining division, and every year I would get a party and birthday card from the superintendent of the mint. It was Carol Mayer Marshall. Let's see. So when the Clintons took over, I had to do, I had to work and prove to them that I was valuable. So this is an award I got for savings bonds from the Treasury. So if you sell enough savings bonds, you can get into the graces even of the opposing party. And at that time I was so young, I didn't know any difference between the parties at all, right? So then Al Gore redesigned the whole government. I don't know if any of you remember that. The entire government was overhauled by VP Al Gore, right? So if you submitted your suggestions, I was so naive and dumb. I carefully filled out all the manifestos I had been collecting. I gathered it all in and turned it all in. They used the ideas, right? So here's the thank you letter. So I got a bunch of these, thank you again for taking the time to help us reinvent the government. See, there's my name. There's where I lived at that time, in San Francisco. The Swift Boat veterans came after me at that address, and they were thinking that it had to do with I was getting presidential pardons. And they didn't know what it was, and they didn't believe that I should get a presidential pardon. But it's because the Treasury Department works for the president. I wasn't getting a presidential pardon. They never forgave me for getting a presidential appointment to the Treasury Department. The people in there, for the most part, loved me, except for the people that hated me and tried to kill me several times. Let's see if I have any other artifacts. So we had a dignitary of the mint. There was something with the post office. and the mint. So I got some signatures of anything I could grab, right? Because she's there at the mint, at the assay office. So there's two mints in San Francisco, what they call the Old Mint, the San Francisco assay office. So I got a bunch of stuff, you know. I mean, I have a bunch of stuff. I don't know, like there's all kinds of things like that, like all kinds of awards and stuff. So that's when I worked at the mint. So then, so the San Francisco Mint makes the bullion coins. So this is the 50-cent piece. So look at the quality of a United States coin, right? They're really, really good. Let's see. So this is an ancient Roman coin. Shit, you don't want to drop this and it'll go under the furniture and you'll never find it. So, it turns out coin making is a very important aspect to your republic, right? So the coins with the goddess Athena on them have the owl and Athena on the face of the coin, and Athena looks just like liberty. The goddess Athena gave us democracy, right? So these coins are where coins started, right? So I'll see if I can get this without throwing everything to the floor, or if the men in black have been in here. So I'm going to Comic-Con in San Francisco. So I came across this little jewel. So I've put it away in like I'm a coin collector, right? So I was looking at this and I thought, this is a really good job that they did on this coin. So after I found the Trump coin, I found the Hillary presidential commemorative coin, and I'm going to show you a clip of that right now. So this is the Hillary Rodham Clinton presidential coin that's gold plated that you can get. Now if that doesn't blow your mind, I mean, I don't know what will. So you compare the Hillary Clinton coin, right? So this is an ancient Roman coin. Alright, now the rum cones look really good. It's a guy put the dye on a piece of metal, and then a strong guy, like, smashed it with a hammer. Alright, so, you know, you could pay room and board, maybe get a sword and a mule, you know, and, you know, carry on until you're, you know, slaughtered, right? And then you got the chainmail armor to protect you. So these presidential novelty coins, look how good they look, right? Here's a US coin. So it's struck with a press that is, you know, it's state of the art. I don't know the pounds per square inch or the force. When I saw the presses, when I saw the old presses in the 90s, I just thought it's just a tremendous undertaking. They're huge, you know, loud, and then they got new presses. As you can see, my documents from that era are already disintegrating from the 1990s, right? Fax machines. I don't think they had any internet then. It was index cards. Everything was index cards, you know. Paper files. So is these coins, the presidential coins, like there was a split in the timeline or something, right? Something's going on. Like if you don't think, if you think everything was fine, then I don't think there's anyone that thinks that there was everything like was a smooth transition. I remember my mother staying up till 3 in the morning. She thought Hillary Clinton won. And I went to bed and I go, oh, you know, Donald Trump lost. And the next morning I woke up and my mom was upset, right? She goes, how is this possible? So people thought, you know, the election went one way and it went another way. And there's even magazines showing Hillary Clinton won. Okay, so this is some of the print media that came out where Hillary Clinton won the election because everyone in the mainstream media thought that Hillary Clinton would win the election. They had a website where they would post news articles. It was called Media Matters, and they were showing all the polls and everything, and the mainstream media really thought at all levels, and a lot of people in the United States, that Hillary Clinton would become president. And I think at that point the coins are being sculpted already, although coins like United States coins aren't made right away when you're president, like, you know, maybe years after you leave or something, you know. It's just really interesting how these coins came out like super fast at this moment, when everyone thought the election would go one way and it really went the other way. These two coins came out in 2016. Maybe they had the sculptures ahead of time. Preparing the dies would take a while, and the coin presses, but I'm just amazed at how fast these coins came out. And either one of these could be like some sort of Mandela effect of something. So there you have the Hillary Clinton coin. I'm ordering a bunch of the Trump coins and Hillary Clinton coins. I think they're going to shut them down, or something, if eventually, maybe, and so it's good to buy them right away. I've never seen anything like that. I've never heard of anything like that. If they look so close to the 50-cent piece, and that eagle is hard to get to strike. And the fonts, I remember hearing something about the fonts, or might be copyrighted or something like that. Like, you can't copy those fonts. I don't know how about the fonts. I heard something about the fonts. But if you look at other countries' coins, I don't have any here, but they're not as good as our coins that we have in the U.S., All I have is ancient coins, but I was going to get maybe like a Canada coin or something. Yeah, I'm going to put them all in the safe deposit box. I think something like that qualifies for a Mandela effect myself.